welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I'm Agam Akil. Well, it's been a flattish sort of a day with marginal gains for the benchmark indices. Not too much to speak for, but there is plenty of action when it comes to stocks specifically. But speaking of the big movers, let me address your Nifty gainers in today's day of trade, starting off with Indiabulls Housing Finance. And we're going to talk about that in a little more detail, considering a 12% up move. Z Entertainment and BPCL, along with Grasim Industries, also advancing in trade. Kotak Mahindra Bank, not too far behind. But it's been a very tough day for shareholders of Yes Bank, where we've seen further weakness coming in, down 13.5%, closing near day's lows. IndusInd Bank also down 4.5%, UPL, Indian Oil Corp, Maruti Suzuki, all losing out in trade today. Let's address the broader markets, and we once again have one gainer for two losers. And again, in the gainings, and we do have Indiabulls Ventures, Indiabulls Integrated, along with real estate, all advancing in trade today. Lakshmi Vilas Bank, Syngene International, Kaplan Point, among other gainers. Jet Airways continues to lose out, now firmly below the mark of 100 rupees per share. And of course, we also have weakness in Reliance Home Finance, Diwan Housing Finance, and Sensex Plastics. But on that note, let's get in Shefali Malik to talk to us about Indiabulls Housing Finance and the group. Shefali, a little bit of change in fortunes for these companies, at least as far as the stock reaction is concerned today.
Well, this was pretty much expected because the news that came earlier 2 days back was absolutely bizarre, of siphoning off about 98,000 crore rupees. And the management has been clarifying it from the word go, that all this is just bizarre and rubbish, and there is no truth to it. And today the petitioner actually withdrew the petition. And if you go by the wordings of the release that was sent out, the petitioner was apologetic and he didn't really know of anything that has happened. In fact, the petitioner has said has mentioned as part of an affidavit that he was in absolutely no knowledge of Indiabulls Group, and in fact he just held just about 4 shares. The management today came and clarified that he's just a milk seller and he had absolutely no knowledge of whatever is going on, so he was just a small pawn. And on top of that, the management also said that this is perhaps the working of a larger mastermind. So for a second, in fact, in a way it was funny because it sounded like we're giving some sensational general news.
Yes.
So the stock actually shot up. It ended up about 12%, and in last 2 days it was down by about 8% on both the sessions, in both last 2 sessions, and today finally recovered on the back of withdrawal of this repetition. Right.
Well, fair enough, and I'm sure a lot of shareholders will be heaving a sigh of relief out there on that. But Shefali, thank you for bringing us those updates there. So that's as far as the Indiabulls group is concerned. We'll be watching out for that one. But moving on, there are 2 other stocks which I had mentioned, which were under tremendous pressure today. Yes Bank, in fact, is down by as much as 13.5%. IndusInd Bank also closed the day with losses of around 4.5%. I'm going to get in Somit Sarkar to talk to us about what's gone on here and what's the update. Somit.
So UBS came out with this note on both Yes Bank and IndusInd Bank. So for Yes Bank, they maintained their sell rating, but they've cut down the target price on Yes Bank to 90 rupees from 170 rupees. Now remember, this is the first time that Yes Bank has seen a double-digit target price set by an analyst, and moreover, this target price of 90 rupees is less than half of what the consensus target price is for Yes Bank. Now for Yes Bank, UBS is saying that the expectations of a sharp turnaround is less likely to fructify when it comes to Yes Bank. Along with that, they also see that the NPL risk is expected to be higher than what the market is expecting, and because of these 2 factors, they are saying that the key metrics of the company would be significantly lower in financial year 2020, and that's the reason the stock price has declined by nearly 13.5% in trade today. Second on the list is IndusInd Bank. Now for IndusInd Bank, UBS has downgraded their rating to sell from neutral and have also cut the target price to 1,400 rupees from 1,700 rupees. Now for IndusInd Bank, this target price of 1,400 rupees is the lowest set by any analyst on the street for IndusInd Bank. Now for IndusInd Bank, UBS is saying that the credit cost is likely to exceed the market expectation. Now they're expecting the credit cost to be close to 150 basis points as against the management guidance of 65 basis points of financial year 2020. Along with that, they're also saying that the lending to the non-investment grade done by IndusInd Bank is higher than what the market is expecting. Along with that, they're saying that the only factor that could support the earnings for IndusInd Bank in the near term would be the proposed Bharat Financial merger, and they have downgraded IndusInd Bank rating, because currently the risk reward is unfavorable for the bank, and that's the reason you have seen a decline of nearly 5% when it comes to IndusInd Bank today.
Okay, Somit, thank you for getting us those updates on the UBS cutting price targets as well as downgrades on those private sector banks. Well, there is, of course, plenty other stuff that you need to watch out for, and of course, one of them is Jet Airways, which is also declined by as much as 16% on account of the fact that it has been moved to trade segment in the cash segment, and of course, when it comes to the futures and options space, this is its final expiry. So. Well, there could be some more trouble, some more pressure as far as that stock is concerned, but we're going to have to wait and watch for more developments on the same. On that note, it's a wrap on the markets, but lots more lined up. Stay tuned to Bloomberg.